Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much for coming tonight. This is pretty exciting for everyone here, both for the folks who've been working really hard on this resolution and also for all the folks in Oakland who are excited about changing our relationship to nature, which is a really big part of what we're doing here tonight. So thank you all for being here. Yeah. Woo! We can give some cheers every once in a while. Yay! Woo! Disclaimer, I get nervous when I'm on stage, so if I'm speaking too fast, just give me a little slow down button. That should be great. Before we begin, I'm just going to give you a little brief overview of our schedule for tonight. We're kind of bumping the time around a little bit as everyone kind of trickles in. But the basic setup, we will have a little introduction here. Bob will offer a little gratitude. Danielle and myself will give a little intro about our groups, Psychedelic Society SF and ERIE. And then we'll have the speakers, and the speakers will go till for about an hour. Following the speakers, we'll have some testimonial time, so people who want to share a brief little 2 minutes of how entheogens or sacred plants or mushrooms have really helped or affected you in a positive way. And then from there, we'll do a little action table. So we'll go through, and Danielle will talk about the action tables in a minute. And following that, we'll have a little music, so we can do a little dance and get some of this energy shaken off here. Who else is excited about even being here? Wow, that's what. So before we begin, I would like to see a general sense of where everyone's from, if that's okay. How many folks here are from Oakland, coming from Oakland? All right, nice. How about San Francisco? San Francisco folks, all right, nice, nice, nice. I know there's some Sacramento folks here somewhere. Yeah, all right, nice, very nice, great, great, great. Petaluma, North Bay area. Okay, yeah. And South Bay area. Yeah, okay, great, great, great. And where am I missing? Anyone from an area I haven't mentioned? Seattle, Alameda. There's some Seattle, right? Fantastic, thank you, I appreciate it. Seattle is actually looking at maybe trying to duplicate this proposal. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, exactly. So this is really important. You know, what we're doing here will have a far reaches. There are quite a few cities that are already looking at trying to work with this proposal and bring it to their own city councils as well all over the U.S. So this is an exciting time to be here. This is really coming out of Oakland, which is really great, and really proud to be part of this with everybody. So thank you. I want to acknowledge, before we invite Bob up, just all the elders and all the people who have been doing this for so long and really setting the table for us and planting the seeds that allow us to be here today to do this work. So thank you very much for all that. So yeah, let's give a round of applause for all those fantastic elders. Yeah. So before we begin, I think it's appropriate, given what we're talking about as sacred plants and mushrooms, to really have a moment of gratitude and a little sort of opening statement, and I would like to invite Bob up, who's a part of the Sacred Plants Garden, Sacred Garden community. He's done some really excellent events around the area. He's a botanist, knows his stuff really well, and is really a wonderful person to talk about sacred plants. So without further ado, Bob.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bob. I came out to the Bay Area from Tennessee over 30 years ago and fell in love with the Bay Area, as many will do when you come out here. And just am proud to say that I've lived in Oakland for over 20 years, and I think share something in common with a lot of folks here, which is a real deep love for the Bay Area and for Oakland. District 3, no less, District 3. So really glad to be here. I want to say it was a real honor. I'm really thankful and appreciative that the Decriminalize Nature Group asked me to do this. I love sharing thanks and intentions. I hope that the thanks and intentions that I share can be shared by most of us here, recognizing that we each bring our own unique dreams, our own unique hopes, and really celebrating the diversity as well it's just amazing diversity here in this room. Speaking of diversity, there's my buddy Emmett. Welcome. We're good being here. Really appreciate being able to do this. And we have so many things to be thankful for, just that we can be here. reasonably dry, lovely location. Just thinking about the land we're on, even this neighborhood, Temescal, with its rich history, and the peoples that have been here before us. So just giving a lot of respect and recognition to this place that we're in, that we can be here safe together. A lot of gratitude for that, and hope we can really share that. Also want to express thanks for each of us, particularly for the organizing group. I'm really pleased to be on the steering committee for the Decriminalize Nature group, and I'll say that there are some amazing folks who have really contributed to, standing right here, and a number of others, Carlos and Nicole and a lot of others. So thanks for all of us, for being here, for coming out, for healing and for justice and well-being. So thank you for that. Thank you for the communities, the traditions, the families who have made us who we are, that bring us here together in love and with a shared goal towards healing, and for the miracle just of life. It's so amazing that we can be here talking and hearing and seeing and just experiencing color. It's a real miracle. So experiencing, thanks for that. Yeah. May our time together bring us restoration. May it bring us healing and health and well-being. May it bring us happiness and even joy. May we bring loving kindness into our relationships tonight and with this community. May we experience love and understanding. May we bring love and understanding, and may we contribute to the growth of communities that are filled with love and health and well-being. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bob. So, who is Decriminalize Nature Oakland? I only have a couple minutes to share. I could probably talk for an hour on this, but it's really exciting. I don't know if you've ever had that moment where you're in a room and you're talking with a group of people, and it just so happens that everyone in the room happens to be a different piece of the puzzle that makes the whole jigsaw, and there's not really any pieces missing, and that's kind of exciting. So just a little backstory, we were kind of all in a room talking, and the conversation came to the Denver initiatives. I don't know if you know, there's an initiative in Denver that's looking to decriminalize psilocybe mushrooms. There's an initiative in Oregon looking to legalize therapeutic psilocybin. So we had a conversation about those two initiatives, and I think Bob or Gary or someone had said, well, why can't we do this in California? Why are these guys always kind of beating us to the punch here, right? And we have a really strong community that has been doing this work for such a long time. And that conversation just kind of snowballed, and next thing you know, we had really gotten into a deep conversation about how to make this work, or how to at least put this forward. And so we spent we started in mid-December, and just a really hard-working team, a lot of great community coming together, a lot of people working really hard on this project, great ideas, really working as a listening to each other. And I think that's what's really important with these types of initiatives, is listening to each other and figuring out how to make things collaboratively. And that has been such a joy working on this project with everyone. So I want to thank everybody for that. We just kind of came together. We put this all together. We have a resolution written. We've presented the resolution to a few members of the City Council in Oakland. Our goal is to hopefully have City Council vote on May 7th, and this is an educational campaign, along with another educational campaign we'll be doing on April 26th, to get people excited, to educate people about the positive benefits of these plants and sacred medicines, and also to make this movement grow. Really, that's what we're talking about here, is we're growing grassroots up, not really a top-down situation. We're all kind of coming together in community and saying, like, hey, this is, we're using this word a lot, our inalienable right. It's the right given to us by Creator. It's the right that we have when we're born, to be able to have a relationship with nature, to be able to develop these relationships with nature. No one should be able to stop that, to be able to do that. So that's really, sure, we're talking about decriminalizing sacred plants and entheogens and that type of thing, but it's a bigger conversation too. We're talking about decolonizing nature. We're talking about years, centuries, millennia of this kind of activity. So we're really trying to undo some of that. So this is a really big project, and I'm really excited that we've taken this broader scope and really looking at it from this, bigger lens. Excuse me for a second. I think, our intention too is once we get, if Oakland City Council does well, we'd like to move on to that. And as I mentioned, there are quite a few cities and states throughout the US that are also interested in this resolution and the languaging. We've been lucky to have feedback from about 40 different researchers, scholars, practitioners, people that are in this world that have read it over and given us their feedback and included that. So this is really a large community resolution that we put together. So it's a real honor to really bring it to other places as well. So we're excited to really kind of see this move from the ground up, from the city to the county to the state to these types of things. That really speaks to the larger community that's together in this. My name's Larry. I guess I should have said that first, right? Hey, everybody. I am a part of a group called ERIE, Entheogenic Research Integration Education. We've been in the Bay Area for about 10 years doing educational events, different events, bringing in practitioners and scholars and speakers. Chor and Elizabeth, for example, speak and give some fantastic talks, little workshops and things like that to really bring community together around these topics. We're also working a lot with integration, trying to find ways to bring people back from big experiences, things that are difficult, things that are challenging, things that are blissful, and come together in community, not just do a one-on-one kind of integration, but come together so we can all share together, we can learn from each other, and we can kind of connect with each other in this way. So I think that's a really important part of this as well, is that, this community has already been developing for such a long time, and we know how to hold each other in these experiences. And I think that's another thing too, is that we don't really need a middle person to do this. We can do it with ourselves and our friends and our family and our brothers and our sisters, and I think that's what's really important about this as well. So that's enough for me, because I know we are on a short schedule here, but I'm going to pass you over to Danielle, and she's going to give you a little bit about the tables and also talk about her group, Psychedelic Society. Danielle.
Thanks, Larry. Good evening. My name's Danielle. I'm one of the organizers of San Francisco Psychedelic Society. Our group was started several years ago by a man named Danielle, who passed away from an overdose, and we took a hiatus for about 4 years, and last year it was passed down to us. Our group is focused on the exploration of entheogens and the expansion of consciousness. We focus on the intentional therapeutic use of these medicines. We provide community in San Francisco and Oakland and all throughout the Bay Area, and we have support groups for addiction recovery and mental health. We offer integration circles, movie nights, a community event once a month. It's a really great way to get involved and meet your peers in the community without judgment, and being in a room with other people that don't stigmatize you for utilizing these medicines, and have a safe space to talk about it and make friends. So we welcome everyone in this room to get involved in us if you haven't already. I'm just going to introduce... Thank you. I'm going to introduce the tables that we have tonight. Starting over here, we have Operation EVAC, Ryan Miller. Where are you, Ryan? Ryan is not currently present, but he will be. They are a nonprofit organization educating veterans about cannabis, compassion, and consciousness, providing... There's Ryan. Providing local reoccurring social groups, support groups at local cannabis dispensaries, and they're looking into getting more involved in the entheogenic space. In the corner here, we have Decriminalize Nature California. They're planning on taking this initiative statewide, so if you'd like to get involved in the statewide level, please come talk to them. And then we have Katie, who's at the Decriminalize Nature table. Katie Stone. And Katie will tell you all about the initiative. We have t-shirts for sale, and she's well educated on what we have going on. And we're also doing letter writing and placing a map of where everyone is involved, and button making. Thanks, Katie. And then we have the Global 920 Mushroom Day. Organizing events around the world for September 20th. focused on the role of medicinal psilocybin mushrooms in our society and healthcare system, and Layla is in charge over there, so come talk to Layla. And then we have Damla representing the San Francisco Psychedelic Society. Next to Damla is She Non-Visionary Arts, Kent. Kent has been supporting the Shipibo and Embera tribes from Peru and Colombia for the past 5 years. They've partnered with over 200 families. Shinan means third eye in Shipibo. They provide financial support to the families they work with, constructing wells and providing medical support. He's also very educated on entheogenic medicines, fungi, ceremony, and indigenous artwork, so check them out. In the back, providing delicious plant-based food, we have Conscious Kitchen SJ. They do pop-up kitchens, providing plant-based magic nourishment for our community throughout with non-GMO food, with the intention to create awareness towards everything surrounding ourselves with. They also offer wellness workshops. And then we have Twisted Thistle Apothecary, with Chelsea back there. They have 2 shops, one in Oakland and Piedmont in San Francisco. They're an herbal apothecary carrying ceremonial goods, plant medicines, crystals, an incredible team with real knowledge. They're here to educate and support our community. They also host our support groups and integration circles in San Francisco and Oakland. So they're very supportive of our community, and we are very grateful for this relationship. Then there's the ERIE table in the back, supporting cognitive liberty. And Julie's going to be doing the silk screens later with Larry. So if anyone brought a shirt or a patch or a sweatshirt, we have white ink. Just slap the logo on there. Then we have the Bloom Network in the corner. Bloom Network is working on regenerative culture and an in-person social network, online social network, usually using tools to regenerate the planet. They connect and support makers of regenerative culture and inspire people who want to do something but just don't know where to start. They have a conference in August, so check them out. And then this incredible mural by Shore Boogie. It's Iboga-inspired art, and we're so fascinated by him. Shore will be speaking in just a minute, and he'll tell you a little bit more about the artwork. So thank you so much.